welcome everyone to the Film Vault Family Christmas, the special annual episode where we invite the sphere of our family, our podcasting family, into our, well, my gifts. What happened? What happened? Okay, someone just screamed for no reason. Thank you all for attending. We have from the After Disaster, Mr. Tyler White. Thank you for powering through. I know you're not feeling great, but I appreciate you being here.
Thank you for allowing me to come into your house, smuggling in multiple germs within my chest cavity.
Excellent.
Did I just say chest cavity?
Well, that's going to be a long
That
show.
sounds like a really rich golfer.
Speaking of chest cavity, Michael Carano is here from the After Disaster.
That's right. I'm known for my chest cavity.
Of course, from the Film Vault, Anderson and Avery, and formerly the Film Vault, our old favorite, Logan Moy. Welcome, my friend.
It's good to be back.
Good to see you, my friend. Welcome to all of you. Thank you for coming. Thanks for making time. I know holidays are crazy, so you guys making time every year still kind of blows my mind, and very much appreciate it.
I mean, depending how this goes, this could be my last podcast.
This could be the last one.
Yeah.
Someone's going to walk away with at least one sweet gift. Oh, I'm so excited.
Miss Moves 1.0 actually emailed me just today and
Really?
asked for my address, which I found
nice.
to be forward and uncomfortable. So I ignored it.
When she shows up on your porch, it's going to be awkward.
It's funny how many you guys get this from friends you haven't heard from in a while. It's like, hey, what's your address? And they're like, what the fuck? Oh, they want to send a Christmas
What
card.
could this be?
New phone, who dis?
You know what I mean? Like the Christmas card thing. It's
Usually
like, oh,
at
I
our
guess
age,
you're still doing Christmas cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just contemplated whether I'm going to send them back a card for like an hour and then feel guilty.
No, they don't notice that. They're all about like getting their cards out. They're not like, who's going to return?
So if for some strange reason this is the first Film Vault Family Christmas you've tuned into, we all brought gifts. There will be numbers drawn at random, the order of which we will open the said gifts, and we will open them and trade and steal. The rules get fuzzier every year. I don't know who's allowed to steal. I don't know how many rounds of stealing.
This is my department. I always tell you guys, the worst number is number 2. You want number 1 because number 1 gets a final steal. Everything can be stolen twice, but
No, 2 steals is the limit.
You can remove the mask. I feel like Brian's far enough away.
He's projecting right at me.
Dr. Cowan.
Is
is this better?
I just cheated death.
Yeah, I like that look.
And this
I
is
like you're covering
All right.
That's
you're
true.
covering some weird growth on your forehead.
All right.
Once a unicorn, now
I was
a
going to say he's a
podcaster.
medical unicorn.
This is the longest I've seen your hair in quite some time.
It was longer this summer. Really?
Oh, I thought you meant like you were staring at it for a long time.
Well, I see Tyler once a year, more or less.
6 is good too, right? Getting last, either first or
Well,
last,
1
right?
is the last steal, yes, because
Yeah.
1 doesn't have the opportunity to steal going first.
And 6, you run the risk of a gift being out by the time it gets to you.
Hey, you know what just occurred to me is last year I had to skate
Yeah.
because I thought my cat was on fire, and it wasn't. And you know what else just occurred to me, which is friggin' fantastic, which is was it 2 years ago that I ended up with the giant wrench?
Yes.
Yes.
I loaned it to somebody, and I went, this is kind of like this isn't going to work. She's like, I'll use it, and she did use it.
Really?
Yeah, to put in a bidet.
It's a plumber's wrench, so that's
Wrench.
Yeah.
I got that. That was last year. It was last year. Yeah, because I got it at Harbor Freight when I was looking for.
It couldn't have been last year because I wasn't here.
There was a
You were
lot of
here at
Harbor
first,
Freight.
and then
I
I
feel
brought
like
it
Mike
to you.
went first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ended up with a gift.
Yeah, because you stole over the phone because we had you on the phone as you were driving back to your flaming cat.
God, that must have been uncomfortable.
And then we had you
because I was so scared.
Flaming Cat's our featured artist this week.
By the way, I just want to apologize for really dropping the ball this year because I think it's an honor to be here, and I feel like I'm just a colossal letdown.
Well, like we were discussing earlier, it's baked into the episode. Yeah, it's a tradition, like lighting the menorah or any holiday tradition.
So I mean, a lot of office parties do this, right? And I've been a
Yeah,
part
do
of
another one
these.
tomorrow.
Do you? Yeah, with the
Same gift.
Yeah.
Secret Santa or
I
whatever
ordered
it's
2
called.
on Amazon.
White elephant. Sorry. How long have we been doing this? You have any idea when we first did this, Logan?
It was in the Loveline era when we were recording the Loveline studios.
So probably like 2010, 11.
No. We left Corolla in 11 and started our own in 2012.
So 2012, maybe.
It's probably like the 11th or 12th year.
Great.
Wow, holy smokeroo.
It took that long to actually get a camera in here, too.
I still
For
have at
visual
least
media,
one of
for
those
visual
gifts.
game.
That's right. People can see what we.
Yeah, it's not lit very
strategizing.
nicely. I'm sorry, guys. It's
You got my side profile. That's flattering.
This is good.
What can you do? What'd you say, Tata?
It doesn't matter.
Agreed.
All right, let's do this. Festive cup. Can
That's
you see
right.
the cup?
Pretty
That's
great. I
Tessa's
like that little
hot
cup.
cocoa cup.
A cup reminds me of Santa Claus's head.
We're
lobotomized.
pulling, for those of you who are not watching the scintillating video, we're pulling from a mug that is Santa's head. That apparently
What a
is
tiny
Tessa's.
mug that is. Is that for kids?
Yes, that's Tessa's hot cocoa mug.
All right, so no reveals, no reveals.
Man hands.
I may wash it up before I use it again.
I would recommend it.
Stoops.
I may wash it up.
Yeah.
Stoops, second worst number. Sorry, I apologize. It was a rush job.
There's no numbers left.
Oh, terrible.
You got two?
I got like right in the middle. I'm a little after the
Right,
middle.
get one again.
Or
Now I got 5.
Who's won?
Wow.
Avery. Avery's number one. All right,
Nice.
let's do this.
So if someone wants Carano's gift, they'll have to fish it out of his
I can grab it. Can you grab it, Tyler?
part of the gift is
His-
active fishing.
his knapsack.
I would like Karana's gift.
Wow.
Got to start strong.
How much
We
are we
gotta start fishing.
supposed to spend on this
I
gift?
think 500.
At least $45.
Are you serious?
Yeah, 45. It's
No,
always 45.
45.
Yeah, every year it's 45.
I thought it was
I thought
20.
it was 20 every year.
It's always
Yeah, no,
45.
as I said, there are. Dude,
Guys,
I got
it's
a
always
fucking electric
45.
fly
I don't know
swatter
what
from
to-
CVS that could not have
I
run
don't know
more
what
than
to-
$12.
I'm joking, guys. Come on. I'm joking.
Oh, what's in this thing?
I'm
Well,
joking.
Is that the gift you're choosing?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, hollow points.
Going straight for the mystery Carano gift. Oh my
Michael.
Cold hard cash.
Michael.
fucking rules. How much is are those
$2 bills
Oh, I
in a-
heard
in
about
a-
this on the after session. That's nice.
In a Winchester
Actually,
bullet box.
might have to get those for Tessa.
This matches the jacket. This is perfect.
You know what? So does this.
with the Winchester.
Is that
You have
$20?
major $2 bill vibes. Yeah.
That's great.
I think I would have to go in and just spend these all at a bar. I think
Yeah.
I would have to
You know
just
what the
pay in
bad part about
$2
this
bills.
is I have a tray full of bullets now sitting on my kitchen counter. Not in the
That
box.
sounds awesome.
Really?
That's not a bad thing.
That's a
That's
good
a
thing to
very
leave it
cool thing.
around.
Yeah, Sven.
Yeah.
Yeah, for anyone, for the 6 of you that don't listen to the After Disaster, because I imagine everyone else does, this week we received a box that had been in shipping for 2 months? Yeah. And by the time it finally got to us, we opened it up, and it was full of 53 $2 bills and a small commemorative coffin that we had designed back in 2013.
And a date?
And inside
sold,
was
yeah.
a little piece of paper with, it said May 7th, or said 5-7-24.
I like
So we don't know what's going to happen.
724.
I think
That
maybe,
could be construed as a threat legally.
well, and it was also it was sent from the Grim Reaper. It was G Reaper sent from Death Valley.
Is that May 5th or
Well, that could be Greg.
May
Reed.
7th or July 5th though? Because it could be from Europe.
Oh, good point.
Good point.
So if nothing happens on May 7th,
A lot of Germans in
keep an
Death
eye
Valley
out.
though.
Can you imagine the listener that sent us a box full of $2 bills is like just waiting to hear our response, and then a month goes by, and then we just don't even.
So the return address is Death Valley, or is
Yeah.
it like post stamped from Death Valley?
Some
Somebody
maniac
sent it from
went
Death Valley
to Death Valley.
That's
Unless they live
insane.
there.
Or
But-
unless they send it to somebody know who lives there.
just put your return address.
It's easier to
that's
drive
true.
to
We didn't
Death
look at the
Valley to
post.
mail something than it is to find somebody
That's
that
good
lives
point.
there.
God, I'm dumb.
However,
I'm so stupid.
I was driving
I'm
out
so
to Death
dumb.
Valley one time,
Oh, you don't say.
and a woman stepped in the middle of the street, and I was with Miranda, and she's like, don't stop. And I swerved, so she was at her door, and the woman handed us a bunch of mail and said, can you mail this?
Wait,
when
you
get-"
swerved and stopped?
I swerved in the other lane so that the woman was at Miranda's window.
But why'd you stop?
Wait, don't
I-
stop.
I
Just run her over.
She was like,
Miranda's
don't
saying?
stop for the. It looked like a crazy woman trying to flag us down.
Oh, you don't say.
And she gave us a bunch of mail and said, can you drop this in the mailbox at Shoshone, which was like a half an hour away. I was like,
There's
sure.
nothing weird about that.
Yeah, it wasn't a crazy woman. Just someone who wanted me to take her mail. 30 minutes.
Who was number 2?
That's me.
Who was number 2?
Dose, I deserve having the worst number according to Tyler.
Why is that?
Because you don't get the opportunity to steal
yeah,
at the
he's-
end.
he,
I
I mean,
feel-
he could steal his money back.
I did a
guess.
really crappy job of preparing for this.
Plus, Mike, I heard you're in the market for a Winchester box for some loose bullets.
I'm upset that it wasn't the loose
Alrighty.
bullets.
I'm going to go. Is that one right there?
That is a gift.
Yeah, because my cat loves boxes.
Do we need some sort of cutting device for tape?
You know what? Let me see if I can cut it with my razor sharp wit.
How do you not have a switchblade in that jacket?
I know.
There's a lot of things
too.
you like. I think are legally required.
I've only had not a switchblade. He's gonna pull out a buck knife.
Yeah. I've only had it for a month, so I'm new to the
thank you.
tassel jack. I could use the knife
You wear
gave
it like
me.
a man who's had it for a year. I would never have guessed a month.
The knife you gave me last year, the bug out box. I got to start carrying that.
Hug out box.
What?
The bug out box. It had like what was in there? It was a survival knife, a little
a
fire
hammock,
starter.
a fire starter, a hammock, maybe an MRE.
I'm really hoping this is a lone bowling pin.
Who knows?
Let's find out.
This is definitely a
Okay.
Tyler gift, yes?
Is this your gift? Jumbo aluminum hook. I like it. Is that
Oh,
it?
it's a giant carabiner.
You know
That's
what?
the size of someone's hand.
Brian.
It is.
I love it.
Wow, a
Right?
hatchet.
Look closer. There's something special. There's a special edition axe.
I love it.
Wait, look at the handle.
Oh,
Autographed by yours truly.
wow.
Tyler White axe.
I love it.
I was gonna wood burn my autograph in, and then because I have like a wood
Brand
burner,
it?
and then when I got this set out, I didn't have any of the tips. I just had just the little thing that you hold, so I
This
couldn't
is
do the wood
great.
burning.
I know. I mean, this is going to get stolen from me.
Now, is this because
I
of...
just want to let you guys know that.
Mike, you're amongst the last people I would trust with a hatchet in my house.
earlier this year?
Ironically, they're all here.
Yes, I was to say, all the other contenders are here.
Earlier this year, Tyler actually stopped a man from bringing an axe down.
So
is that
that's
why?
True.
That was
Is
last
that the
year,
murder
actually.
weapon?
Was that last year?
The autograph
God.
carries some weight then.
Yeah, I love it.
It's
All right,
Exhibit
number
A.
three. Number 3 is me.
Number 3 is you.
I am number 3. Hey, anyone seen any good movies lately?
I don't like movies.
You know what I
No?
watched that I liked it that nobody else has liked so far?
Huh.
I forgot the name of it.
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. Yes.
I watched it earlier this week as well.
We talked about it earlier in this
Didn't
episode.
love it.
It's a very good 3-star movie. Really good 3-star movie.
I
If it
liked
was
it.
better, I would have liked it more.
Me too.
Yeah. No, but
Bold-
there was a lot to like
criticism.
there. A lot to like.
I recently saw the Bryan Cranston vehicle, Bob and Marge Go Large, or what's it called?
I don't even
Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it came out like a couple years ago, right?
Bryan Cranston and Annette Bening, and they like figure out how to scam the lotto.
I didn't
Not
know
scanned,
you're
but
allowed to
figure
say
out-
large and Marge in the same sentence in
This is
regards to a movie.
It's a cozy film. It's an enjoyable,
so good.
enjoyable cozy time.
So I picked the only gift that was appropriately wrapped for
Mm-hmm.
Christmas because I like to open gifts. Still, the child in me enjoys the shredding of the papers, and I didn't realize it is from Brian. So that's fitting, I guess.
You're in for a treat.
Here we go. Bri.
Listen
Over
to
the
that
box.
paper tear.
Got no steals yet.
It says fragile on it, but I feel like
might
this
need
box has been
opener.
repurposed.
Oh, sure. Oh, he just got it. He just got it.
Succulent Chinese meals.
Oh, no way. Oh, my God. That is so rad.
How great is that?
I love it.
How
That
great
is
is that?
so rad.
Where did you find that?
Wow. Wow.
T Public.
T Public made this. What's it say?
How'd you even
I
think
think it
this?
says Democracy Manifesto. Or no, hands off my penis.
That is so awesome.
What is a crime? Enjoying
Wow.
a succulent Chinese meal.
Get your hands
There were
off
other
me.
versions that said like Democracy Manifesto.
Democracy
That is great.
manifest.
Let me take a picture
Ah,
of that.
yes, I see you know your judo.
Yeah, there was one that's like, you know, you judo, sir.
The amount of quotable quotes that guy crams into that 1 minute arrest is unbelievable.
He's got me by the penis, people.
For anyone who's lost, it's from like a YouTube video that went viral a number of years ago of an Australian man who was he was a serial dine and dasher who like everyone knew. and they were, like, trying-
Thousands of times.
Now I watched a follow-up video from years later where they went into his house. He invited like the
Yeah, I gotta
media
take a
into his
photo.
house to talk about it, and he still denies it. He goes, "I never ever once dined and dashed." It's
Didn't he?
all malarkey."
Didn't that man pass away?
I mean, I would
I
imagine.
mean, he had a
with all
lot of
the succulent
Chinese
meals.
food. You know, it's not good.
That's a
for
pretty
him.
good mug. It's a mug for those. We didn't even describe what it
I
is. It's a
know.
mug with
It's
the.
a mug. I was gonna get
Wow.
the T-shirt, but who knows what size to get with when you're doing 6
I
people.
think large would fit most all of us.
size sips all.
One size, well put.
One size sips all for those of you keeping score at home.
said sips because it's a coffee cup. All right, who's number 4?
I'm number 4. Let's see.
Just steal the axe.
Well, red or white?
No steals so far.
I feel like you should hold the axe. It has a heft.
Let's go with the smaller one. All right.
Stop trying to get rid of my axe, Jesus Christ.
When do the steals happen?
I'm stressed about
Whatever you want. I mean,
Oh yeah, it is whatever, isn't it?
No, it's you get to either pick or
More
steal.
$2 bills.
I wish. Are those condoms?
There's 3 things in here. There's a pill, a penny, and a tiny condom. It says health, wealth, and happiness.
It's a vintage show gift.
That's good.
That I got at a estate sale a number of months ago, and as soon as I saw it, I'm like, this is coming with me
Yeah.
to the holiday
That's
Christmas
worthy of
parties.
that's worthy of
Things from like the
display.
60s, man.
Really? You think that's from the 60s?
Oh, for
Holy
sure.
smokeroonies. Wonder what the pill is.
This will definitely go on my shelf. Just like sitting right there.
You think that's a real pill?
I had to glue the condom back on. It's a very small condom.
I don't think it's a real pill.
That's a very small condom.
And it just says that
But I wonder what it is if it's from the 60s.
the front of the box just
Still
says have
put a little
fun.
nice-
It was like
It's,
cinnamon candies.
nuclear family going on trip somewhere.
Look at that
That is a
condom.
tiny
What is
condom.
that for? Jeez Louise.
I'll show the camera. That's the front.
Here, give it to me.
There you go. There you go. We're really far, aren't we?
There you go. The bottom one's a tiny condom.
That's a normal size, right?
I don't know if I like that Disney robot looking camera you got going on.
Yeah, it's a little Wally-esque.
Not at all.
Okay, I am
War
number,
of the Worlds.
I am number 5.
Little War of the Worlds. War of the Worlds sound.
Yet.
No, this game's gonna be short.
Yeah, we gotta what? We gotta fill. Oh my God, 16 minutes? Are you guys kidding me? What are we gonna do? Guys, we gotta do some stealing. We gotta like slow things down. We owe the listeners a succulent family Christmas.
Podcasting manifest.
Yes.
I kind of want to steal the money. How much money is it?
Oh, he wants it for test.
I really do.
They have them at banks.
Count it live on air. This is good pod. We got 2,
It should be the
4,
amount that I thought the
6,
limit was.
8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18.
Ooh.
20
20.
smackaroos.
That's 10
That's
$2
not bad.
bills. If my math's
pretty
right,
good.
right? Is that 10?
All right, I'm stealing
Yes.
the money.
Oh,
Stealing the money. I want the box and all.
That'll give
Makes me feel kind of good.
that your gift
Logan's
is the first
kind
to
of
be
wishing he
stolen.
stole the money.
Kind of wish I did.
Yep.
Succulent.
All right. Tyler, number 6.
Chinese.
Oh, then I'm the creepy guy giving out $2
Oh,
bills.
you are. Tyler, did you go?
He gets to go.
I got all right. We got the small penis box.
Yep.
Can he
We
steal
got the
money
hand
back?
axe and the succulent Chinese mug, or the new bag. Whose bag is
two
left?
bags
'Cause
left.
one is mine. One is who's the brown bag? And one is Logan. Do I go
Wait, if
with
you're
one I know, or
okay.
do I?
I'm losing my mind. If you're 6, how are there 2 gifts left? I'm 5.
Because you stole from him, so he gets to go again.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes,
I
of
need the
course, of
succulent
course.
Chinese meal. I need the succulent Chinese.
So now I
meal.
get to go.
Succulent Chinese meal.
Got to do it.
Could I take Brian's $2 bills?
You can, and then it would be
Bastard.
done. But then it's done, right?
3, right?
How many?
You have to have it. Oh, you have to have it too.
So then it would be done. The money's off the table.
Brian stole it again. It would be
Is Anderson going to buy them off me?
He's gonna buy you out.
I want to see how many I have and if I need more.
Oh, my God. You bastard.
We've all got
Complete
a
the
wallet
set.
full of $2
At
bills.
that point, this is just egregious.
I didn't put them in my
no one
wallet.
needs that
That's
many
funny.
$2 bills. Who's on the 2?
None of your fucking business, bro.
That was a power move. Just
And you
now.
have- you have-
I forgot these, but I'm gonna
Isn't
take
it
one.
You have
Jefferson?
10 more?
It is Jefferson.
It's Hamilton, I thought.
No, he's on the 20.
That's not Jefferson.
George Jefferson is on the
Yeah, George Jefferson.
That's not Jefferson.
It says it right
We're
there.
moving on
fucking
up.
Blind eye.
Really? That's Jefferson?
To
Yes.
the
That's not my Jefferson.
TJ.
to a $2 bill.
That's a weird looking Jeff.
George Jefferson.
Weird. How great would that
That's
be?
Tej.
That would be
Like,
excellent.
You know what? That's idiocracy right there.
George Jefferson.
Just a huge fan of the Jeffersons.
Insane.
All right, I'm going polka dot.
Have you guys heard any great
you not
Sherman
sneeze in my
Hemsley
direction,
stories? 'Cause
please?
I
Sorry.
have.
That was egregious.
What's that, Mike?
tricked me into taking
There
off my mask and then you start
are
sneezing at me.
amazing Sherman Hemsley stories. Like amazing.
Do you just hold up money
In
to
terms
the
of how-
microphone?
Well, he was just crazy, and he would invite people over his house, like really famous people. But he was enormously famous, and just do weird stuff,
All
like
right.
like just smoke coke and
I heard a fun Deadwood story.
Yeah.
Apparently, the guy who helped them train the horses was a very notorious, sketchy background kind of guy, and very notorious in that circle. And the other people who worked with the horses did not vibe with him, and they kind of demanded that he was removed.
They didn't vibe with a horse guy?
They did not vibe with this rough and tumble horse guy. And the showrunners were like, no, we're keeping him because he's good. And the other people who worked the horses demanded that they were allowed to bring their live firearms to the set for their own safety. And the show production allowed them to do so.
Wow.
So they just had live guns on set
Pre-rust.
because of this guy.
Wow.
All right,
Which
Anderson's
adds
gotta
to the
get-
show for me. I love
Whose
that.
gift do you
I
have?
love that
real
show
guns.
too. Yeah.
I have Logan's gift.
Yeah, that's mine.
What's funny, that arguably the nicest wrapped gift
Is mine.
is last, right? I think Brian's was pretty well. Who wrapped that gift that I opened?
Of course, Christy.
Chrissy. You almost said Tessa. Like one of the ladies in my life.
Yeah,
did it.
what, some
I
bitch.
can't remember.
Some broad.
Oh, Brian, do you not
think this is
realize what
recorded.
year it is?
Shoot.
This isn't recording, is it?
I read a script just this morning, and the word bitch was in it a lot, and every time it was crossed out because I read a newer version.
Reading your old scripts again?
Not my scripts. Yeah, my scripts will remain with the bitch. Bitch can stay in there because, bad people say bitch. It's okay. All right. I just suggested Brian's bad. And Brian's not bad.
I think a horse wrangler should be nice.
Well, I mean, not if
The more
he's
you know.
dealing with breaking horses, then you got to be kind of a dick.
Yeah.
He was part of the rodeo circuit, I guess.
I can see if you're like the monkey wrangler that you're kind of an a-hole.
You need a shotgun for that.
All right, here we go. Opening.
Just cock it and they get scared and they back
Oh,
off.
double wrap.
Double wrapped.
Nice. Oh, and then
Double wrap.
a bag within a wrap within a
Very
box.
mysterious.
So much opening.
Sap.
I kind of love the opening. Atticus is always very confounded when a box shows up to our house from Amazon and then you open it up and there's a fucking box inside. He's like, why is there a box inside a box?
He's ecologically
Oh, what
minded.
is this?
Oh, is that a boob? I love it.
It looks a little like a nip. All right,
You
it's
can
a
drop
wooden
the bag.
box.
You can drop the bag.
Do not
What is
control
that?
me.
What is that?
It's a wooden box.
What is that?
It's a
That's a-
Whoa! It's a little I like it. It's a little trick box. Where did you find this, dude?
I don't know. I typed in funny gift on Amazon because we had 4 days to get something together.
Oh, that is
bad, not
amazing.
bad.
Very good. Very nice.
Yes.
Atticus will love that.
I know there's some fathers of sons here, so
That is amazing.
that'll enjoy it.
Ah!
Oh, spooky.
Wow.
I'll be
That's a
honest
good
though,
one.
my wife gave a way better reaction than you.
Well, yeah,
He opened it poorly.
I did. I'm sorry.
She literally threw it across the room. It was hilarious. I wish I had got it on video.
This has been thrown across.
Yeah, so that's damage.
It
Right.
landed on the dog bed. Don't worry.
Okay.
The dog sleeps on bricks, though. Your dog.
Tyler, is that your gift in front of you?
No.
Okay.
I brought the axe, remember?
Yes,
Autographed
it's
by me.
autographed. It'd be weird if someone else brought
It was
that.
weird that they were selling my autographed axe at.
Hey, do you think I
Harbor
could bring
Freight.
this on the plane?
Yeah.
I mean, you go
No,
there so
absolutely.
often.
as long as you declare it.
They had to give you something.
Yeah, exactly.
They say it's historical.
I think if as long as you wear like carpenter jeans and you have it through that like loop on the outside, you're good to go.
Everyone's dying. Jesus Christ. The walls are closing in.
So
I'm looking forward to being sick all week with
you're right.
Anderson.
who's number one?
Who went first? Avery.
You're number one. So you'll get to go again at the end. You'll get a final
You
steal.
got the mug right now.
And if I steal that mug,
Oh, you son of a
It's
bitch.
mine. Just
two
You
steals.
son of a bitch.
it's mine. If I steal that mug, also the money's mine. If I steal the money,
That's true.
Or the condom. Or the little condom.
I don't want the little condom.
It's
No,
got
that would
there's,
It looks a little too big for me.
there's a little penny with it as well.
Right. No, you did it one-handed.
And who brought this?
Which way are you
This is
supposed
me.
to do it? Like facing when
Avery's
it's.
gift.
Look at me.
It's looking into his soul.
Is this a thing that Tai Tai should be opening?
It's pretty sweet.
Or do you think Tai Tai should be stealing your succulent Chinese meal mug? I mean, obviously you have a vested interest now in this.
Yeah, you're asking a guy who benefits directly from the answer.
What I'll say is it's pretty sweet. I know half the people in this room will appreciate it a lot, at least. I don't know if it'll be you though. Oh, may or may not. I don't know.
That pushes me to stealing from
Facing
you.
up is the way to do it.
But if I take this, I know that the game will probably end.
That's true.
Because if I take this, Because if I take your mug, you're going to steal from someone else because you're not going to take your own gift.
That's true.
For the good of the show, take
for the good of the show,
Taking this
democracy better. Get your hands off my mug.
Get your hands off my mug.
Sorry to do that
That's
to
a
you.
good looking mug.
It is a great looking mug.
Let me see this spider. I'm not taking it. I just want to see it. It doesn't spring fast enough. It needs more force.
Yeah, you can't do it one-handed.
Oh, you got to do the two?
Well, you got to like.
You know
like
the classic
imagine-
way you open boxes with two hands?
Even if you go slow, it's still a spider coming up at you. It's going to scare the crap out of you.
That's a good point. Only fast spiders scare me. I think I need my money back.
Oh, you want to take it back?
I think as long as
back.
it's not a... I believe he can't steal if it was like...
Because I already stole the mug.
I think because it's gone back around, I think
But I'm
he
saying,
steal.
can the same person steal the item back? I mean, if you want the $20,
If you need it.
We could keep stealing until we get tired. If you want the show to be
Right,
longer.
if you have any cash, I can give you some twos. All
No,
right.
no, we're good. You want this?
I think I do.
Or I can just give you twos. Oh, you're
Hey,
very
I haven't
upset.
been for a long time.
Don't act like you don't care.
But
Then I care.
do strip clubs? Do you tip them fives,
Oh, if you go in there
or
with
is it just
twos,
ones?
I thought it was just one.
Fives, yeah.
Because of inflation. Yeah.
Because I thought the two would be nice to give them a double of money. Or
So I have the opportunity to steal from someone else?
Yes, or open the new one. See, I like this because I can be the douche in the fringe jacket who tips drinks with $2 bills.
You can. I think we're going to roll the dice.
he's rolling the dice, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, boy.
the Avery gift. I feel like this is movie
It's a
related.
two-hander.
It really is. We got...
Oh, out of time.
Last year though, so it's gonna be really good.
I'm committed. I'm committed to whatever these flat things are. This won't take up a lot of room in my home.
It'll make more sense when you open the second one.
Okay.
Can we see it?
It's a sort of... Oh, fuck. You know what? I might have stolen this had it been...
That is not too shabby.
Both of them are authentic
Wait, what
movie
is this
replicas. That's from the futuristic DeLorean.
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
So it's from
Into the mic.
and on the back.
Into the mic
On the
and let-
back
let
of
the
that one,
people
it's
know.
got the official replica tags for it
Holy shit.
for 1986.
Whoa.
That's
You
pretty
so
cool.
want that, don't you?
Somebody's been to Universal Studios.
This is
That was Etsy.
Into the microphone. I feel like nothing
pretty
you're
great.
saying is
this
coming.
is a soft landing.
So I feel like those could be fun to get framed, little two-shot.
Nice.
Or
Or
you could
go
put
on
it on
Amigo.
the. Yeah, I was going to say put it on the Radmigo and get pulled
the Red
over.
Migo already has very, very custom plates.
Avery, did you have the same 4 days notice to get your gift that some of us did, like me?
No, I had the benefit of being the producer and asked well ahead of time when we were doing this.
So you had the prisoners make those plates.
Hammer it out.
Yeah.
How dare you, Logan? I invited you like it was like at least 6 weeks ago.
You didn't give me the date though.
I think I did because I was looking at my calendar when I was talking to you. I remember exactly where I was in my kitchen.
I just
when
didn't
was
write it
talking to
down
you. Yeah. I said it was coming up, and you should. Be
I was
aware.
expecting it. That's why I was available. But.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry, dude. It's been a
No,
little
it was
bit
just
all
the
over
gift,
the place.
but I got a fine gift, right, Anderson?
Oh, it's a very, very fine gift. It's a very, very fine gift. Atticus and Atticus is going to enjoy. Assuming I keep it, he's going to enjoy like scaring everyone that comes to the house with the spider.
You got to get him first, though, right?
It might kill my mother-in-law.
What happened?
I think we're good.
The end.
Oh wait, no, isn't there?
Oh,
Does it one
Avery
still?
can do a final steal, but if he's happy, then he's done. Then we're done.
So there's no world in which I get the succulent penis mug.
Oh, how
You
much?
buy it for $20.
It's definitely not the succulent. It's definitely not succulent penis mug.
It's got penis on there.
Exactly.
It's got
No.
succulent and penis.
Okay, that is fair.
Yeah, succulent slash.
Well, I mean, we can
penis.
fight in the parking lot.
I have a parking lot?
Well,
We'll put an axe in the middle of the road. We'll be equal distance.
Yeah, then
from
run to it as
you
fast as
run
you
to
can.
the axe, and then you fight.
my money would
I
go
would
on the
love
guy
to
in a
explain
fringe
to the
jacket. I
neighbors.
got to be honest. The fringe jacket would get my.
You want his expensive
it's-
leather fringe jacket for that mug?
Oh, yeah, I'll trade you the mug for the jacket for sure.
I'll think about it.
Okay,
Is everyone happy with their gifts?
I'm very
am.
happy.
I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing.
That's a carabiner, buddy.
There's a lot of stuff you
What's
can
the
do.
weight limit on that?
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go
Hey,
mountain
for
climbing
your
with
weight.
that. I don't
You
think
can hang
that's.
from your ceiling like
Have you seen
Spider-Man.
Free Solo?
I haven't.
Well, you're in for a treat.
I could hand
You
this
could use
off.
it as a keychain.
I could give this to Sarah. She's a rock climber.
That's not for rock
I don't
climbing.
think that's for rock climbing.
Mike.
That's
Use it as a hipster
I
keychain.
cannot be held responsible for someone dying from
I
using
broke my
that.
back when I was trying to suspend myself off of a rock
what
with
is the
Tyler's.
weight rating on that?
One of the uses is there's like 9 wrenches attached to it.
Oh yeah.
That could be a real
just
keychain.
belts.
That's, how about the two? What are those cups?
So 2 paint cans.
You put it with the wrench you got 2 years ago.
That's pretty
This
good.
could only have come from one place, which is what
Yep.
you wound up with last year, which is.
I think I'm going to put this right next to the machete that's on the floor of my other room.
You know what you could do, Mike, is get some green screen, which you have, and do some cool like Insane Clown Posse poses with that thing.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah.
How sharp is that? Is that like ready?
It's actually kind of sharp. Yeah. It's not dull.
Okay.
I'm concerned it's pointed right at my
Yeah,
face.
keep it in the box.
Is there a wall you don't care about? I can try to.
No. I mean, yes, the neighbor's house.
Yeah, exactly. Really? He said to come over.
All right, so seriously, guys, any movies you've seen lately? I mean, you seen anything?
Mike saw Amsterdam.
I saw The Fly for the first time.
What? The first time?
The original or the Jeff Goldblum
one?
Pretty scary.
Yeah, really
Gross.
Icky.
It just keeps going and going, and then right when you think it can't get any grosser, it gets far grosser.
It came up on, was it last week's episode that it was a best of with John Cho, where we brought up the Fly, and you were like, oh, no one really gives it respect because people just think of it as like an old schlocky B horror film.
About the remake?
About the remake, yeah. That was kind of your idea about it
I
then.
can't be held responsible.
I thought the
for it.
original was a B film, not.
It was.
The original was a B film.
Okay.
I have not seen it all the way through. I've seen clips.
I don't think it was a B film. It was a fly film. Obviously.
Tyler's back,
There it
everyone.
is. Lucky left.
Logan, what have you seen?
But,
You always see stuff.
It kept you engaged. And
Oh yeah, and apparently I was reading they had no animal wranglers on set. So
No fly wranglers?
for the baboon that they had.
Baboon.
So they just had to rely on Jeff Goldblum just alpha mailing the baboon
Wow.
and making friends with it.
It's the later version of Roar.
The baboon.
And it would only listen to him. And
How do you not
'cause
have
he
an
was
animal
tall.
wrengler for a fucking baboon?
I don't know.
Like,
Where does
there's
it
a lot
come
of
from
animals
without
you
an?
can-
Where does
Who
it come
dropped
without
it
a
off?
wrangler?
I don't know.
You can
Yeah, my
skate by
daughter's
with a
gonna
lot
bring
of
it
like,
over. I've got the flu.
a lot of species like you got a dove on set, but we'll handle it. You don't need a holy shit a baboon.
Especially when the scene is you lock it in a pod and flash lights at it.
Yeah. Wow.
and then inside out it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Does the movie have one of those things at the end where it's like, animals were definitely harmed in the filming of this film?
And then Jeff Goldblum like holds it while he's naked in one scene. When he hops out of the little transporter.
When he's naked or it's naked.
They're both naked.
Well, I feel like it's always naked.
Yeah.
Well, its ass is.
He's got a live baboon that he's holding naked. There's no trainer on set. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Just hoping for the
Yeah,
best.
it's crazy.
It's the 80s. We're
Yeah.
just hoping
Yeah.
for the best.
Flying fast and loose.
Hey, what are the odds?
All right, I asked Logan what he'd seen recently.
I saw Woman King last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that was
What'd you
pretty
think?
good. That was all right.
It was entertaining.
Yeah, it was
Oh, you
good
saw
enough.
it? I didn't
You
know
didn't
Brian
see
saw
it?
it. I saw it.
Yeah, so
didn't-
we
I
talked
didn't
about
know.
it together.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
like it's
not an
Wakanda light.
especially memorable film.
I'd rather talk about The Fly, though. I think I saw it after that. We recorded the John Cho episode. I saw it for the
Okay.
first time.
Let me talk to you about the Woman King. Why were there women soldiers?
Because they kicked ass.
You wouldn't expect it.
But like, why? Like, it's a historical piece. Like,
It
why?
was in the beginning thing. I kind of browsed.
I don't think it was.
Yeah.
I don't think it was. I saw it. I'm
That's a
like,
good point.
Why? But why did they use? I don't know. Like, what the story was there. Like,
Yeah, because there were also men soldier.
yeah, there was a couple, right? It was good. It was like it was a Wakanda, but without capes.
I did
Yeah.
see another movie. I saw Stewardess School.
Are you training for a job?
What is that?
It's
Tyler.
a
Was that
It's right there in the
$9.99 in a
title.
hotel room?
It's right
it's
there
the
in
B
title.
movie equivalent to a shitty 80s comedy. And it's all the same jokes, just way worse with zero celebrities.
Sounds sweet.
It's the 80s. It was on Amazon.
There's so many things on Amazon you could watch, Mike. Why?
Yeah.
How did you end up on that?
I don't know. I was looking for 80s movies, and Stewardess School came up.
There's so many like.
I do feel like of all the streaming platforms, Amazon has the most like out there choices if you dig deep
Yeah.
enough.
There's times on Amazon where I wanted to watch a B movie intentionally, and specifically like a horror movie, and there was a glut of them. I don't know if there still is, but
For stewardess school, was this? Oh, there's the guy's got to go to stewardess school.
No, it's the pilot who can't see because he's technically blind, but he wears these giant contacts that are like the Contax 2000s. And then his friend, who is the guy who played Ralph Malph on Happy Days.
I thought you said there were no celebrities in this.
Oh, you're right. Is inviting him to a party at his house as he's trying to land the simulator that you find out it is when he crashes into a building. And he hits him on the back of the head and his contacts fly off. And so they decide to go to stewardess school to meet some chicks. And of course,
Mike, what?
a prostitute shows up who's dropped off by her parole officer.
Okay. Is this based on a true story?
It's absolutely. It's called Los Angeles.
Is this the prequel to Flight?
It's just imagine like a Police Academy
Sully.
style movie, but way, way worse.
This
you watched
in
the whole
fact-
thing?
I watched the whole thing.
This is in
yeah.
fact a 1986 film that's
Yeah.
streaming on Prime Video and also features the aforementioned Sherman Hemsley.
Are you serious?
That's what it says here.
I don't remember him in there
It's a small role because he's like ninth on the cast.
because
but
he's also short.
he's Mr. Buttersworth.
What was the choice between stewardess school, and what else?
Platoon.
I don't know. I don't know what my choices were. I wasn't really watching. I was working. It was on in the background, but I did glance over like 900 times.
Okay.
What have you seen, Tyler?
I watched. Let's see what recently. Yeah, I watched the gambling movie, the Bryan Cranston thing. I watched Smile, and I watched that old. What's the Harry
give
Styles
you-
in the desert movie?
Oh, Don't Worry, Darling.
Don't Worry, Darling.
I actually
Yes.
kind of enjoyed that.
I thought there was one scene in that movie that had some of the eeriest cinematography moment I've seen in a long time, which is that moment when she slips back into the tub and her reflection stays there looking at her.
Yeah.
Oh, that gave
That
me
was
the
good.
willies.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
So how's Thunder Road?
I saw the Northerner.
I still haven't watched it.
Still haven't
That was
seen Thunder
brutal.
Road?
Intense.
You fucker.
Not fun.
No, not fun at all.
Oh, Northman's great though.
Not fun at all. It
Anderson was
reminds
just in
me.
the land of the Northmen.
It's not in the same. It's not the same. But I remember when we were sitting through Dunkirk, and we were
Yeah.
like 2 hours into it, and the person I went with went. They should have called this movie "It Never Gets Better," and I was like, because it was just relentlessly pounding my eardrums and my senses with just Okay, they're on the boat. They're safe. Missile or bomb. The boat's sinking. I'm like, okay, he's off the boat. He's in the water.
It was a fairly relentless film.
Yeah, unbelievable. Happy ending, though.
It's three different stories.
He lands on the beach in Hawaii and gets out and has a great time, right? I didn't stay for the total
See,
end.
Anderson.
Bye.
Long. Thank God he's gone.
I think he's refilling on ice cubes.
Oh, okay.
See the Northman, Tyler?
I have not seen it yet.
It's undeniably good, but also bleak and unfun.
Yeah.
No, it's very fun.
You think it's
Well,
fun?
when that
I
kid
had
is on
fun.
the field
I'm
and he
gonna
gets
trust the
knocked
guy in
down,
the
that
fringe
part's pretty
jacket.
funny.
That's fun.
I'm gonna trust the guy in the fringe jacket that it's
That's
fun.
you know what?
The
Fair
fight
point.
at the end is fun.
Jesus
Oh, it's fun.
Christ.
The
Oh,
microphone
bless
may
you.
have picked that up.
Anderson, Northman, fun. They're saying there's no fun to be had. Brian's saying no fun with the
I
Northman.
think it's not a fun film.
Was that film in theaters?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Can you imagine being trapped in a dark theater for 2.5 hours watching that?
No, it was great.
Again, though, it's one of those movies where you're like, is that really? Would the girls really be that good looking with straight teeth and nice skin?
Yeah.
Based on what I saw in Scandinavia.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but the historical appropriation of straight teeth, I'm with you, Mike. Always kind of bumps me. It's like, wow, her teeth are very straight and clean for 1300.
That's right. That's right.
So everyone should wear like falsies.
It'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would it be nice? I mean, the movie's brutal enough. We got to be looking at picket fences.
That's the one thing of beauty we could look at was teeth. That's a good point.
Hey, did you guys notice it rained last night?
yes.
Yeah, but Northman is great.
Torrential
Out there.
downpour.
It rained a lot.
Pretty much all night. And so this morning, bright and early, 6:15, if you want to know, I got up and went down to the LA River. I don't know why. I tried to get some slow-mo footage. Thank God I did, because didn't realize how little I knew about that camera. And
The new
I
one.
missed it, but a picket fence went by in the river.
Interesting.
Swear to God.
Yeah, that'd be a fun. I don't know what that would be, but like if you just sat there and like watched what kind of and just logged
It's-
what flies down the LA
It is
River.
unbelievable. Whatever the big storms that we had like 3 or 4 years ago, when it was just raining nonstop, within a half an hour, at least 100 gallons of paint went down.
I thought you were going to say water. I was
at
gonna be
least 150, 200 spray cans of paint and at least 40 soccer balls without embellishment.
There's so many soccer balls in that LA River.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Gallons of paint, like
Is
2
there
at a
not a better
time
place to
every
play soccer?
3 seconds. I was like, I don't know if it was somebody that just had them next to the LA River and they all went in.
Or like great opportunity to get rid of my gallons of paint that I don't want.
Oh, yeah, that's where you're supposed to put it, right?
Yeah, if you don't live in LA, here's one of the many things that are
You're a
infuriating.
loser.
It's infuriating.
Because this is where
about
things
living
happen.
in this city. Is we get pounded all year long about the drought and how we have to conserve
Right.
water, and like, there's no water. we live in the desert.
Only water on certain days.
Yeah. We're allowed water on Thursdays and Sundays for like no longer than 8 minutes. I don't know about that, Ty. I don't know.
You're not allowed to watch The Shape of Water.
Okay, Ty. But and then it rains. It sprinkles a little bit, and you drive to work, and you see the LA River and all the channels that connect from the LA River, just white rapids rushing out to the ocean.
Yeah.
They're going nowhere. Like the water is just flooded to the ocean. That's the way that the infrastructure is built out here. It's absurd.
And if you haven't seen the LA River, it's a classic. It's a
I was
beauty.
going to say.
Yeah.
We should back up a second and explain to people outside the area. This is a cement aqueduct that has been constructed.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys ever gone driving through there, like in Drive?
No, but I would love
You
to.
can do it. It's easy.
I don't understand.
Your car's gonna smell really bad after, though.
Is it legal?
It's open.
It's not illegal.
You can do it.
I recently watched the classic film that came out. I think it was this year. The Michael Bay feature Ambulance,
Yes.
which is
That's not good.
the first 20 minutes terrible. The last 20 minutes terrible. The middle part, all right.
And it's all shot with FPV drones, right?
A lot of drone action. There's also there's a giant plot hole. There's a
Oh, what's the plot hole? The FaceTime surgery in the middle.
well, that was fun. But when they get under the overpass and they're like, paint the thing green, right? And then and then they take off with all the other ambulances. Just get in a different car.
Well, I also
Why do they stay in an
We
ambulance?
call that needlessly elaborate.
well, I also like the shittily spray painted. They
and the
spray
cops
painted
were
for
dumb as fuck.
They
and
spray
just-
painted for like 5 seconds, and then they follow the legit looking ambulances and ignore the one that looks clearly tampered with.
and
they just go, that one's fine.
Yeah,
and
let it go. Yeah, it's
Ignore the green car.
a very dumb, dumb movie.
Yeah,
But
the Muppets tried that, and it didn't work for them either. But
if you like a heist movie, though, the heist part is pretty fun.
the best ambulance use in a movie was Cannonball Run.
Best ambulance use in a movie.
That's true. I
Yeah. Yep. No need for a fast car. You just get an ambulance. No one's going to stop you.
Okay.
Cannonball Run, which was it was a weak ripoff of It's a Mad World, but it was very, very fun. And I grew up with that.
Yeah.
I don't think
That
you can
Cannonball.
get it anywhere. I tried to rent it or stream it recently. You can't
They
get
took
it.
it off to put on stewardess school.
It's
one
probably
in, one
on
out.
Criterion.
Oh, is that where it is?
Wait, okay, but going back, have you driven the car in the LA River?
I went on a date, and a girl showed me how to get in there.
Wow.
Hey, but how is LA River?
You went on a date?
No, but I had to get like 3 car washes afterwards. It was so gross because like all the muddy river water is
You
just
can
like
go in the summer when there's no water down there,
I
can't you?
don't remember what time of year it was, but
How do you get in? Like, where's it about?
basically along the Arts District, you just kind of drive along the road that
North
borders
Hollywood?
it, and eventually there's a tunnel that just goes right
You
down
haven't seen
into it.
Terminator 2? You just
No, you
shoot
can-
out the lock.
Wait. You walk what?
No, you drive along. So the road that like borders the river in the Arts District.
North Hollywood, yes?
No, in downtown.
Oh.
In downtown.
Way out there.
Yeah. Then
Good.
if you go drive along, then there's just an open tunnel that you just drive right down there.
There's ramps near me too, but they're locked up.
Not even signs that say you can't go there.
No, okay. First of all,
Maybe
I
they're
see
all-
that
it's like
guy.
Darwinism?
I see the dude in my neighborhood driving in there a lot, and he's in a Jeep, and he's just driving around picking up big things that people threw in there. And he's got a scoop on the front so he can push something out of the way. Like I
Is
don't
it kind of
know.
like a river plow?
He just drives in a Jeep in like a foot of water, real slow, just up and down the LA River.
What's he picking up though? What have you?
He might not be picking up stuff because I've seen them bring big trucks down there with a trailer, but he has a scoop on the front to push stuff out of the way.
Like a
River
snowplow.
That's
Yeah,
the name?
yeah.
That name again is River Plow.
Yeah, it's a good job.
Because the scene in Drive, which is fantastic, where they go down there and they have a date and he's driving around, that was actually out in the valley, and it's very illegal to go down that part, and then that turns into the actual river because the concrete is giving way after all these years and it's turning back into a river in that little section.
Really?
I was reading about it for this show actually, and Nicholas Winding Refn and the whole crew were out there and they were shooting in that part. It's like right by where I live, and you're showing me where the entrance is.
Legally, you cannot drive in the LA River.
If you type in on Google Maps LA River entrance, it shows you.
No shit.
Thank you for covering.
But there's
us.
an entrance. There's a great scene of the LA River as well in Greece. For those of you who might be familiar with Greece,
You're the one I want.
it's where they do the drag race.
So which part? Because that's what I was going to ask. So you were not. Did you go to the part from Greece, or it's the?
They all have that part though. They all like the half pipe. It's all the half
I don't
pipe.
know exactly. I didn't recognize it from any movies, but like it was also dark, so
It is
nighttime.
in a lot of movies.
Yeah,
So when they were shooting Drive, apparently
it could be anywhere.
as it goes, they had permits. They were allowed to be down there, and they just kept driving and driving. They kept going further. And they kept going further and further, and then they came across a spot. It's like right at White Oak and in the valley
Where, like, the shrubs are and stuff like that. The actual river,
where the
ends.
river, and they couldn't believe it. So they they just got everyone out of the car and had like a really pretty little shot and scene with them like down at the actual river. Which
Meanwhile, it smells like ass down there.
Does it?
And there's probably a
I went
homeless
down
guy
there
about to rob the crew.
with Atticus like 2 years ago, and homeless people just started yelling at me like, "There's much better places to take your kid." And I'm like,
Yeah,
this place is
Disneyland.
pretty cool.
That's an hour away though. If you go by by Burbank, by the LA River by Burbank, there's like little islands with actual trees on them.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
According to Google, you can also enter there too in the Burbank area.
and now if you
There's a
walk
YouTube video that'll show you how to do it.
if you go in almost anywhere in the LA River, it's kind of fascinating. Like if I lived outside of LA, like I would want to go to LA and visit LA just to see the LA River. I think there's these giant holes that are like big enough you could walk in them. They're inlets, I guess, from like different runoffs.
Okay.
So they're holes. And when Atticus and I were last down there a couple of years ago, walking through, we saw that each of those holes was completely shoved full of stolen bikes from homeless people that
Great.
make that.
Interesting. So how did
Who would
this?
steal a bike from
My
a
brother
homeless
lives in Los
person?
Feliz, and he fly fishes in the LA River like
Ew.
multiple times a week.
Those fish
What
have
does
to
he
taste
get?
terrible.
If you want to
catches
have
a lot
fun
of
and drive in the water,
bass.
which
There's
after
like
I did it,
three-eyed fish
There's
in the
carp.
Simpsons.
a lot of
There's
people
bass.
told me that was a terrible idea, but you can go to Pismo Beach and pay $5 and drive in the ocean.
Yeah, I don't want to get my car stuck in the sand.
It's not that; it's the salt. Apparently, is really bad for your suspension.
Oh, sure.
You
Yeah.
rent a car when you do that.
But I went deep. Like got to like 30 or 40 and just went right into
We're talking
it.
Pismo Beach now.
15,
How do
17,
carp
18
and
foot
bass
wave.
find their way to the LA River? Like, where do they come from? Like,
Where do they go?
Are they,
Mountains.
and they just wash all the way down?
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess we're in the foothills. Was he in Los Feliz? you said?
The bass apparently, because you can find. My brother knows this now because he's a big fish guy. Bass you can have a random pond that has no access to the outside world, and you'll get bass in it eventually. Because what happens
Like
is
rain. They come in the rain.
geese, like land in some place that has bass.
They eat
They
the
land
bass
in the water,
seeds and then
and
they
the
drop
eggs get on their legs.
Yeah.
Then they go fly to a different body of water.
I like
and then
that.
those
That sounds like
eggs
too
get
much work.
released.
I was gonna say.
In what I call the middle of Death Valley, there's a place called China Springs, and it's a hot springs.
Whoa, China
And
Springs.
it's not near
do that.
anything. There's nothing, and there are hundreds of like orange, maybe koi fish in the hot spring water. I know.
Cooked?
Fascinating. Yeah, it's pretty good.
They boil
Sorry,
them.
Mike. Were you talking about pupfish?
No,
Oh, talk about the pupfish.
pupfish are the world's rarest fish.
I heard about this.
They're in Death Valley. But it is cool when you see that when you drive in literally a valley in Death Valley. It's like 120 degrees and there's 800 trees in one area. You get out and there's water and it's just filled with fish.
Do they call it the Death Valley Valley?
I don't know what they
How
call
did
it.
they get there?
I don't
Do
know.
they know?
Somebody told me it was an
Jeez.
old mine back in the turn of the century, and there were Chinese like slave labor workers. And when somebody would die, they would put a fish in there. But that meant they had to bring a fish there.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
So I don't know. I don't know how it
Doesn't add
works.
Just carting fish bowls out there.
How are we feeling about this?
Not good.
Okay.
Not great.
Well, we're over 45 minutes, so
What are you doing? Are you trying to tap out there, Bray?
this is degenerating.
Is it? We haven't heard about
into a
pupfish
great
yet.
podcast.
We haven't heard pupfish yet.
I'm still curious why she thought it was a good idea to do that for a date.
I don't know, actually.
Who's this? What now?
Is the girl that I went on one date with that showed me how to get into the LA River.
This must be years and years ago.
It was
You've been married
years
for a number.
ago. It was probably like 2012, 2014-ish time.
Oh, so you're probably producing the show.
Yeah,
Why don't
I
you bring
definitely
the
was.
story.
I probably told this story on the show.
Oh yeah? No, it doesn't sound familiar at all.
But yeah,
Now he can't even. He can't.
you
Even
might
look
not
at,
be able
he
to
can't
get
even,
in there anymore that way.
Can't
They
even
might
look
have
at the
closed
LA
it.
River without getting just a little wistful for that special night.
I'm at half mast right now.
Every time you take the 2 to the 5, you're like, ooh.
I want to go to the LA River. You guys want to go on a field trip right now?
No.
I kind of want to go to the LA River.
I want to
Not
know what
right
the
now.
smell is because
It's like
pond
seawater and piss.
Seawater. You must have been pretty close to the ocean because I mean, there's not much
Downtown?
backwash. I would think.
I don't know, it just smelled salty and
Where do we know exactly where? I feel like I've been.
you
to
know
where
it's not salty.
I feel like I've been to where like the main spot where it all pours out into the. I guess it's Marina del Rey. I used to live right there.
yeah, that's Marina
That's
del
the
Rey.
main spot where it all like just pours out into. Oh,
Now there's one of those big like trash catchers at the end of there.
is
Oh,
there?
really?
What is that like? Is that like a big net?
Ineffective.
To trap debris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they go out there and clean out the debris every now and again.
It's not an. Is it a net?
It
or
puts
is
them
it
into these like
steel?
big old like it's like a big machine that like puts it on a conveyor belt and into like these big bins, and they have to go out and empty these big garbage
My
dumpster sized
God,
bins.
we live in the future. Like, this is like the kind of thing you would see like in a 1984 movie about the future, right? You would
But
see
then
that.
they also have these sea bins that just float, and they kind of like when the water like spills into it, it brings trash into it and catches it.
I like how everything is just like, how do I just make this the next person's problem? Just like, put all the water in this concrete thing, and then it'll get down there, and then
That's what they should
somebody
have
else will
called
have to put it
toilets
on.
whenever they invented them. The next
conveyor
person's
belts.
problem.
El Segundo's gonna have to deal with this. Does the water flow south? I need to know this for going in the ocean. Yes. That's what I thought.
You don't want to go swimming in Marina del Rey at all.
Okay.
Yeah,
used
that's
to
like the
do
most
that.
polluted beach in California.
Maybe that's where my tumor came from. I used to do it every day.
On that note,
Yeah. Happy
Trying to find
holidays,
pictures of
everyone.
those
Thanks
orange
for
fish,
downloading.
man.
Thanks for listening. Avery, get the music ready. I know Anderson wants to keep this up, but there's not much more in the tank. Thanks, you guys,
What?
for coming.
How dare you? Avery, what have you seen lately?
In all
I saw The Fly.
That's right. In all
Glass
seriousness,
Onion recently.
Oh yeah, Logan. What has Logan seen? We haven't
we
asked
talked
Logan.
about Woman King, but I also saw Glass Onion,
You
which I
didn't
like
really
better.
talk about the Woman King. You like
I
I saw it.
Anderson Glass Onion this week.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
No, I've
You
not.
didn't want to see it?
I've been out of town and been dealing with stuff.
He was in lands far away.
Don't have movies.
They really
They have
don't.
two theaters that don't work for now.
They've got classic shields.
They have two. I told you guys they have two theaters. They're both closed, and one was showing the Northman.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's probably been showing the Northman for the last 10 months or so.
That's right, but I might only ever show the Northman.
I was in ice.
Have you guys? Has anyone here been to a movie in
They don't show
France?
movies much.
I've
No, but they have like those waterbed theaters, and like you can watch a movie like on a boat in a theater. They have crazy theaters
I was just curious what it's like. If it's like a super ornate theater,
in Paris
yeah, they make a big deal about over. I don't know. I don't know why I assume that.
I have no idea.
because Paris makes a big deal about everything and thinks it's number one. Paris is like the San Francisco of Europe.
They think they're
Just
number
relax.
one. Those mother effers.
And needs to relax. Yeah,
Oh, so it's it's
Crazy.
just better than everywhere else.
it feels like it
God.
is, but it's not.
Has the best sports teams.
Cannot
It feels like it
believe I
is.
don't
Like,
have
it probably
one
refers
picture
to
of those orange
itself as
fish in it.
Le Cité. You know what I mean? Like, I've been to
Le Cité.
Le Cité.
Not bad.
Paris is a little overrated. That's all I have to say. Copenhagen, pretty fucking sweet. Prague, pretty tight.
Thanks, you guys, for downloading and listening.
No, let's talk about more European cities.
I'm still sad you didn't go to the bar with the
know.
bathroom with the women orgasming.
So yeah, Avery told me about this bar, and I could not. I so wanted to go, Avery, but I was so tired and wet and cold and sick. But I really wanted to go out and see this bar that explained what happens in the bathroom.
It's just the diviest tiki bar. Strongest drinks you can imagine, like 7 shots
This
in
is
a
in
glass.
Copenhagen.
Yeah. And in the bathroom, the whole thing is tropical themed. And you go into the bathroom and they're playing it sounds like just spa music when you go to get a massage or whatever. But just overlaid is just the sounds of women orgasming.
And what's tropical about that?
I don't know.
Did you
And
think
it's
they
just-
pulled them from pornos, or did they just record them?
full-
I don't know, but they're
Fully
varied.
healthy.
It's not just like one that's looped. It's so many, a great
like a
deal of
medley.
time.
Wow.
Did you notice that, Tyler? Where not necessarily that thing, but in the bathrooms, I noticed a couple different ones where they would have themed recordings in the bathroom.
No, I didn't. I apparently
Like
went to the
Boogie
wrong
and Beppo.
places.
It was weird. Like there was some seafood restaurant and they had like boat sounds
This guy
and
knows
they were
what I'm
doing
talking about.
soundscapes and all this. It was very weird.
Do you remember that restaurant that Steven Spielberg opened in Century City called
Dive?
Dive?
Yes,
yeah.
I loved that.
I never made it. It closed before.
Yeah, they had sounds in there too.
Not enough orgasms.
Like the lights would flash and it would be
No.
like,
You passed on that.
It was as though you're going to a submarine.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Because everyone wants to have lunch in a submarine.
All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, how does everyone feel about the gift that they ended up with? And then we'll end this fucker.
Worst
8.
show ever. Worst show ever.
8.
I'm solid 10.
I'm gonna solid
It's
8.
my gift he's talking about. It's my
I'm going 8. 8.
Oh, I don't know why I'm doing that.
I'm going 20 since
You
I
son of a
got the
bitch.
money.
Nice. I'll go 7.
Wait,
Yeah.
Avery, you're going home with what?
$20.
The $20. I thought you were going home with your own. Okay.
I'm worried this is going to get wet and damaged, but it'll go on my
Yeah, be careful with
it'll
that,
go on my desk, so
Logan. That's
it's dry there.
that thing's from like 1960 something or other.
I'm sure I've got a prostate problem, but I have to pee again.
Okay. Under the circumstances, considering I took the last gift instead of stealing, I'm very pleased with how this turned out. So good, solid 9.
All right.
All right.
I love you
you
guys.
guys.
You're my only friends.
Tyler, Mike, and Logan, thank you especially for coming tonight.
Yeah.
I know it's a trek. I know it's the weekend. I know it's the holiday, so thank you for making time. Check out the After Disaster. New episodes every Friday. I mean, if you're new to this world, check it out. After Disaster, wherever podcast. you post it.
If listening to this makes you decide to check in on the after disaster, I don't know what to tell you.
I can't
I don't know
imagine.
what to
But
do
hey,
with
there's
that.
crazy people out there. Anderson, you happy with this?
I'm super. It's always nice to see these guys like with you. It's always nice to
I like this
collide
setup
worlds.
too. We've got
It's always
different
nice to see
iterations
Logan.
over the years, and this is nice. I'm glad you guys
More fringe this year than in the past too, which is nice.
A lot more fringe. But yeah, excellent. Thank you guys for listening. Check out all of our social media, so I'm not going to bother with that. But yeah, until next time.
We do it for Van Gogh.
Radio.